welcome to the Massachusetts Independent Film Festival. I'm here with Alecia Batson from Project One. And Alecia, would you tell us a little bit about Project One and why it's important to you?
Sure. So Project One is my first film, per se, but in fact, it's a looped video installation. So it's really special that the Massachusetts Independent Film Festival has chosen to show it here in a start-to-finish format. In fact, it's designed to be installed somewhere so that it's running continuously. But I appreciate the fact that they're taking a chance on an experimental film.
So because it is an experimental film, what was it that inspired you to make this film?
My inspiration started at, I guess you'd call it a conference that was held at MIT called Infinite Memory, and it discussed the concept of archive and memory and record and the ways in which it could be implemented. And as I was at this conference, I started just to have visualizations of some project, I wasn't sure, and so I saved that for later. And then when I was attending the Woods Hole Film Festival Screenwriters Symposium, I realized that I could take this vision and craft it into something. So I was very fortunate to have these somewhat spontaneous experiences that inspired the final product.
Okay, and speaking of spontaneous experiences, what were some of the best parts of actually putting this project together?
I think for me, I tasked myself with executing as many elements of the project as possible, from budgeting to production to locations to writing the screenplay, and simply tasking myself with that challenge, I think, were some of the best parts of it, because I forced myself to learn, and then it enabled me to more fully realize the vision that I had.
So speaking of that, I know that you're very independent. You know, you've done like everything on this project. So what are some of the advice that you would give to other new first-time filmmakers about creating a project and actually having it come to fruition?
So I think for people who are looking into making a film or some type of film-related project, I would say that don't allow a lack of budget to limit your vision. Just because you may have a very minimal budget, or in fact no budget at all, doesn't mean you can't execute a vision that you have. I think that if you try to work within the constraints of your budget, of the technology that you have available to you, the locations that you have available to you, you can effectively create a more creative project because you are limited by constraints.
And I think that's excellent because we do have a lot of first-time filmmakers who are looking for help and looking for advice. Was there anybody that was influential to you while you were making your project?
Definitely. So as a recipient of the Women in Film Fellowship from the Shauna Shea Memorial Foundation, I was fortunate to have access to Skip Shea as a filmmaker at any time. Literally, I could email him and he would have emailed me back within just a few hours, and I could meet with him at any time. And so having a mentor is really terrific. If anyone is looking into creating a project, finding a mentor, I think, will be key because it's a lovely support system to have, to know that you're not just one person trying to create this vision.
Were there any other ways that you created a support system to help you to finish the project?
As a professional actor, I'm fortunate to be a member of SAG-AFTRA, and so I have a built-in community from within the union, and the staff in that office was very supportive of me. Creating this project, knowing that it was an atypical type of film or video work, and so it was nice to know that that community was built in for me.
So are there any other projects that you're working on currently, or any other risks that you're going to take with new projects?
I have to say I don't have any more video art planned. I do have some other projects that I've been thinking about for a few years. I've been trying to cultivate funding for them, but I'm still in the pre-production phase for those. And right now, I guess I'm looking for venues to really show Project One in the way it's intended to be seen, which is as a looped video installation.
So speaking of Project One, where could people find you and find some of your work?
The best way is to simply look for me online. I can be found at Alecia, Alecia, Batson, Batson.com. and that website covers more performance aspects as an actor and voiceover artist and a singer, but there are some mentions of site-specific installations that I've done.
And would there be any kind of lasting impression that you would want to leave with our audience, or any themes about your work or the visions that you have that you want to share?
I think it's really important for anybody who's looking to make a film to remember that your vision is your vision, and not to allow expectations of others or your perceptions of others' expectations to influence what you end up making, and to know that what you have to say, what you have to show, the message that you have to share really is important. Yeah. So anyone should go out and do it.
Alecia, Batson, you guys, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank